Well, Constantine, the Emperor Constantine, Constantine the Great. Um, Maybe the most important figure in world history ever. Um, and kind of a, he does something which it was ready to be done, but sometimes when things are ready to be done, somebody actually has to go and do it. Constantine was the son of royalty in Rome, son of an assistant emperor. His mother was a Christian, Saint Helena, and he after the Emperor Diocletian abdicated in 305, there's this period of confusion in which nobody quite knew who was in charge of the Roman Empire. Constantine was a young man, very young man, and a very ambitious man, and a pretty good general. And he decided he wanted to be emperor, and he had other contenders, and so he decided to go and capture Rome. And on his way there, and his army is not a large army. There are other people with larger armies than Constantine. On his way there, he looks up into the sky and he sees across the sun a cross. He later tells one of his biographers that Jesus came to him that night and told him to put a symbol on his shield called the Chi Rho, which are the first two initials of Jesus' name in Greek. So his army bears this shield, with this symbol on it. It's kind of like an X with a shepherd's crook above it. They meet one of the would-be emperors at a place called Milvian Bridge in October of 312. And Constantine's smaller army destroys the other army, and the would-be other emperor dies, drowns as a matter of fact. And that's, as I say, that's in October of 312. 5 months later, Constantine issues the Edict of Milan. So that's in February of 313. And the Edict of Milan officially tolerates Christianity. Constantine, who at that point may have believed in Jesus along with other gods, now begins a progression, becomes the first Roman emperor to become a Christian. There was at least one Roman emperor in the past who worshipped Jesus along with a number of other gods, but now Constantine is going in the direction of monotheism, and it opens the door to a whole different way of looking at the world, a way of looking forward, because Christianity, as Islam, Judaism, encourages you to look forward. Well, Constantine now makes it safe for religions like Christianity to take over and to give individuals hope. It becomes, in some ways, as I say, Constantine may be the most important person in the world. And the Battle of Milvian Bridge may be the most important moment in world history, because it allows Constantine to put in place a whole new way of thinking about our place in the world and what it means to be a human being. Constantine has the second longest of all reigns of any Roman emperor, stretching over 5 centuries, and will put forward a whole series of changes and decrees that clarify and centralize and make coherent Christianity, because in those days Christianity was composed of many different beliefs. Now you're beginning to move toward one set of beliefs regarding Christianity, and in fact Constantine will call the Council of Nicaea, and they will issue the Nicene Creed, which most Christians have heard of, some have even read, and will eventually pass on and be buried as the 13th apostle in the city he founds called Constantinople. And so a remarkable man was Constantine. Gutsy, different, willing to be different, willing to pursue what he believed, and an absolutely extraordinary figure in world history. And we won't see his like again, but I don't think there's a place for a Constantine in the modern world. Anyway.